a confirmed update came in within the last 48 hours that is making a lot of seniors uneasy and hopeful at the same time. According to new internal processing activity tied to February benefit scheduling, the Social Security Administration has confirmed a payment pattern that could result in what appears to be 2 deposits for certain beneficiaries this month. This is not a bonus and it is not extra money, but the timing alone is enough to cause confusion, relief, and anxiety depending on how closely you rely on each deposit. This update matters because it directly affects when money arrives, how it is labeled, and why some people will see 2 separate deposits posted close together. Before we go any further, please take one quick second to tap the like button. It helps this update reach other seniors who may be watching their accounts just as closely as you are right now. This update applies to beneficiaries whose February payments are affected by calendar timing, overlapping benefit programs, or special processing groups that move earlier than usual. Now let me share a very personal and important story connected directly to this update. A few days ago, I heard from a 71-year-old woman named Helen from Des Moines, Iowa. Helen has been receiving both Social Security retirement benefits and a small supplemental benefit due to her limited income. She told me that she plans her entire month around 2 things: the day her rent is due and the day her deposit arrives. Nothing else moves unless those 2 things are aligned. Helen explained that when February started, she checked her account and saw a deposit post earlier than she expected. At first, she thought it was a mistake. She worried it might be reversed. She did not touch the money. She waited. 2 days later, she checked again and saw another deposit scheduled. That is when the fear set in. She said, "Am I being overpaid, or did I miss something important?" Helen told me she barely slept that night. She was afraid to spend the money because she has lived long enough to know that errors can come back to haunt you. At the same time, she was relieved because her heating bill had gone up. Her grocery costs were higher, and she had been stretching her prescriptions longer than she should have. She said the hardest part was not knowing whether the deposits were correct or whether she was about to receive a letter telling her she owed money back. What stayed with me most was something she said quietly at the end of our conversation. She said, "I do not want more than I am supposed to have. I just want to understand what is happening so I can breathe again." That sentence captures exactly why this February double deposit situation matters so much. If you are watching from Iowa, like Helen, or from any other state where you are seeing unusual timing on your deposits, tell me in the comments where you are watching from. If you are seeing something similar, let me know your state or city. That helps me track where this is happening and bring you updates that are relevant to your area. Now, here is where clarity starts to replace worry. The Social Security Administration has confirmed that February includes a scheduling overlap that affects certain beneficiaries. This happens when payment dates fall on weekends, when supplemental benefits are issued on a different calendar, or when 2 benefit types are processed separately but arrive close together. To the person checking their bank account, it can look like a double deposit or a double check, even though each payment represents money that was already scheduled. For example, supplemental security income is paid on a different timeline than retirement or disability benefits. When the first of the month falls on a weekend or holiday, SSI payments often move earlier. At the same time, other benefits tied to birthdays or processing groups may still arrive on their normal schedule. When those 2 timelines overlap, beneficiaries who receive more than one type of benefit may see 2 deposits in the same week or within days of each other. This is especially common for dual beneficiaries. These are individuals who receive SSI along with retirement or disability benefits, or who receive a primary benefit plus a state supplement or a coordinated payment. February is one of the months where this overlap becomes more visible due to how the calendar lines up. Here is what makes this situation more intense than usual. Many seniors are already on edge. Costs are higher. Bills are due earlier in the month. And for people who budget down to the dollar, Timing matters just as much as the amount. Seeing two deposits without understanding why can trigger fear of overpayment, benefit changes, or future clawbacks. According to confirmed processing guidance, the payments involved in this February double deposit scenario are not new benefits. They are not bonuses. They are not special payouts. They are scheduled benefits arriving on adjusted timelines. That distinction is critical because it means spending decisions should still be made carefully and with awareness of what each deposit represents. Some beneficiaries will see one deposit labeled as SSI and another labeled as Social Security. Others may see two deposits with different descriptions or dates. In rare cases, one may appear as pending while the other posts immediately. This variation depends on how each bank processes incoming federal payments. This brings us to an important point about banks. Different banks post deposits differently. Some credit funds as soon as they receive notice. Others wait until final settlement. This is why two people in the same state with the same benefit type may see deposits at different times. It doesn't mean one is wrong. It means the bank is handling settlement differently. Now let's talk about who is most likely to experience this double deposit appearance in February. Seniors receiving both SSI and another Social Security benefit are the most affected group. Individuals whose payments are adjusted due to weekend timing are also included. Some beneficiaries who recently had changes processed, such as income updates or eligibility reviews, may see payments separated into different batches. It is also important to understand what this does not mean. It does not mean everyone will get two checks. It does not mean benefits are increasing automatically. And it does not mean the SSA is issuing extra money. The key issue here is timing, not entitlement. That said, timing can still make or break a month. For many seniors, receiving two deposits close together can temporarily ease pressure. It can allow bills to be paid earlier or groceries to be stocked without delay. But it can also create confusion if that money is assumed to be extra when it is not. This is why understanding the structure matters. If you rely on predictable deposits to manage rent, utilities, and prescriptions, February requires extra attention. Knowing which deposit corresponds to which benefit can help you avoid spending money that belongs to a future period. There are practical steps you can take right now. First, review your deposit descriptions carefully. Banks usually label SSI and Social Security differently. Second, look at the dates associated with each payment. One may represent March money paid early. Third, avoid assuming that two deposits mean additional income unless confirmed through official records. If you have access to your My Social Security account, your payment history can show exactly which benefit each deposit represents and which month it applies to. That information is more reliable than bank notifications alone. Now let us talk honestly about the emotional side of this. When money arrives unexpectedly, even in a good way, it can still cause stress. Seniors have lived through enough to know that mistakes can happen. Fear of letters, adjustments, or repayments is real. That fear is not irrational, but in this case, the confirmed guidance indicates that February's double deposit appearance is a known scheduling outcome, not an error. Understanding that can help you make calmer decisions. Still, caution is wise. If you are unsure about a deposit, waiting before spending is not a bad idea. Giving yourself time to confirm details protects you from future stress. Peace of mind is just as valuable as the money itself. Before we move toward the close, please take a moment to subscribe if you have not already. This channel exists to help you navigate moments like this without panic or misinformation. Looking ahead, February is not the only month where timing quirks can happen. Calendar shifts, holidays, and processing changes can affect deposits throughout the year. Staying informed helps you anticipate these changes instead of being surprised by them. If you are seeing unusual timing this month, You are not alone. Many seniors across the country are noticing the same pattern. That shared experience matters. It reminds us that these systems affect real people, not just numbers on a schedule. In summary, the Social Security Administration has confirmed a February payment pattern that may result in what looks like a double deposit for certain beneficiaries. This is driven by scheduling overlaps, not extra benefits. Dual beneficiaries and those affected by weekend timing are most impacted. If you see two deposits this month, take a breath before reacting. Review what each payment represents. Confirm details before spending. And remember that timing does not always reflect changes in entitlement. Staying informed, asking questions, and sharing experiences helps everyone navigate these moments with more confidence.